Greetings, 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 good people. Welcome back. I'm back. Thanks for clicking on the video. It is Hot Topics time. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. So let's get straight into it. But before I do, as you're coming in, please, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button, okay? You may be wondering, why do we always have to hit the like button? Well, it basically generates engagement on the channel. I know you hear tons of YouTubers saying the same thing. Comments help with engagement as well, all right? So it's a free way for you to support the channel. Thank you kindly. All right, so let's get straight into it. Yandy is on the lineup. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's Yandy and Mendeecees have been the talk of the season, along with Kurt and Rashida. But Yandy and Mendeecees' cheating or seemingly open relationship has been the talk of the season, so much so that Mendeecees' mother, Miss Judy, decided to confront Yandy about her cheating allegations. Can you believe this? All right, so let's share this and let's get into it. Let's listen to what Sister Judy had to say. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Wanted to meet up with me. I was like,
yes, I want to hear, what's going on and stuff. What the internet is talking about, this London man, he was somebody that you stated that was showing you around.
oh, that was the extent of it. All this other stuff is extra.
So did you cheat as well?
We emotionally cheated.
Did y'all both admit that both of you were wrong?
To each other we did, but we're not talking about that with our friends and with the world.
And you're not supposed to.
Hey.
Hey.
I know my mom want to be filled in what's going on with me and Yandy, but my mom and Yandy never seen eye to eye. So I'm kind of worried that this conversation can go left. What's going on?
It was a good mother-daughter conversation.
Okay, well, listen, I'm happy to see y'all on the same page.
Yeah, I wanted to move on. You both have to take accountability.
I mean, I'd take accountability. I want to move past that.
I said the same thing. I said we were in a place.
We're not saying we, right? When it's time for someone to take accountability, you can't use the word we.
You're not letting me finish. If you're gonna let me finish, then we're gonna talk.
Have you guys been watching this season of Love and Hip Hop? When I tell you, Yandy is holding on to her relationship like real tight. Okay. She covers for Mendeecees quite a bit. Whenever Mendeecees is caught in some sort of creeping, cheating situation, she always plays the cleanup woman. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I think I said this in previous commentary. I don't think that Yandy was emotionally cheating with anybody. I think to save face, Yandy had to come up with a story that she was also cheating because Mendeecees was cheating so much. Okay. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's continue.
If I'm not gonna finish, then what's the point of me talking? We both took accountability to each other privately. We both did things that we're not proud of.
Lie.
Why don't you think Yandy's taking accountability?
I just don't think it's in her nature. I feel like I've always took accountability. Like all my voice notes, my wife knew about them before they went public. But
all his voice notes, Yandy knew about them before they went public. I be saying this all the time. These women that be in these fairy tale relationships with these fellas, they know that their men are cheating. They know. They don't want you to tell them anything because they don't want to be embarrassed that you know that their man is cheating. They already know. Trust me, they know.
But when it comes to her stuff, she said that she cheated emotionally, but I don't know what that means. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't have no idea what she did. I just feel like it's just stuff that's not being said.
So someone in the comments posted, Miss Judy is looking good. Love the wig and the light, natural makeup look. Yes, she does look absolutely amazing. Shout out to Miss Judy. Miss Judy basically was saying that Yandy should keep her business private. Like I said, Yandy knew. Everybody knew. Not everybody, but a lot of people knew in Atlanta that Mendeecees was sowing his royal oats and doing him. But Yandy is trying to save face. So she is she cleaning up after his mess. And again, I don't believe that she had any sort of an affair with anybody. You a grown woman who walks around saying, I emotionally cheated. I emotionally cheated. Girl, it sounds good for TV though. I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the best ghetto soap operas on television right now. Okay, this is no different from the soap operas back in the day. All right, just got a little hip hop twist. So I'm here for all of these characters. Keep us entertained and keep us talking. And is it me, or does it seem like Mendeecees doesn't even want to be there? She said she emotionally cheated. I don't even know what that means. It sounds like he doesn't even care, because he probably knows Yandy ain't cheat on at all. Yandy girl, what is you doing, sister? I don't know. I wish them nothing but the best. All right, let's move on, y'all. Who is up next? Who is up next? Please make sure you're liking the video. Thank you in advance. Oh, okay. So Chris Brown is being accused of being a colorist yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's my question. Everybody's accusing Chris Brown of being a colorist, right? They've done it time and time and time again. So why do y'all keep taking yourselves into his VIP sections? I don't. Anyway, just listen to what Sister Girl had to say. Like to hear it. Here it go.
So Boba finally comes to the gate around like 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on. His name tag basically said Boba. So I'm like, hey, are you Boba? Are you Chris Brown's manager? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, like 7:05, 7:10. So
and I would just like to point out, let the record show that is not my smoke detector that you hear in the background. That is homegirl smoke detector in the video. Let's continue.
Concert just started. And I actually saw him have like 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket, but we're going to get there in a second. So he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands left. So I'm like, calm. I'm like, I just got off the phone with such and such. He said that you were expecting me and my friends to come. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away. Doesn't give us a ticket, don't give us any explanation, just that he doesn't have the wristbands. So I immediately get on the phone with my friend that works, with Chris Brown, knows Boba, knows all of them personally. And he's like, what? He's like, he literally just told me that he was coming to get y'all and he was expecting y'all. So he's like, let me call him and see what's going on. So he calls me back and he's just apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he's tripping like that, but he doesn't want to give you guys the wristbands. So in the midst of it, I'm like, okay, well, he said he didn't have any left. But in the midst of it, we're standing there waiting for about 30 minutes to an hour. And me and my friends are watching him give girls wristbands that came way after us. And these girls were mixed. They were light skinned. They were Blasian. They were white. They were like, they didn't look like. So one of the guys from Chris Brown's entourage that was also with Boba walked up to my Puerto Rican friend and offered her a wristband. And she was like, well, what about my two friends that I'm with? And they're like, we can't help them. So this video is getting a little bit too long, but to make a long story short, we stood there and wasted. We missed Summer Walker and Bryson Taylor because we stood there waiting for somebody to help us for an hour. Boba and the rest of the entourage kept coming up, playing in our faces. They even tried to make us perform for the tickets, like made us spin around, audition, jump up and down on one leg, and stuff that the other women that did not have to do, like the light skinned girls, the white girls, the mixed girls. They didn't have to do that. They walked up, got their wristbands, were escorted down with no problem. So yeah, after them playing in our face for about an hour, we basically peeped what was going on. We realized we weren't, getting in, and that was that. So after like an hour of us waiting, Boba comes back and he gives us regular tickets, like tickets that were like, up in the sections, like up in the stands or whatever. So, I wasn't like tripping, but I just felt like he was only doing that because I had to basically not necessarily harass him, but stress to him that we just drove all the way here from Cleveland and we were promised like VIP passes, VIP tickets by such and such. And he said you knew we were coming. So he basically just gave us the tickets because, I wouldn't let it go. I was expecting you guys.
He made y'all jump up and down for tickets on one leg and you did it? What in the coming to America is going on in here? Not hop on one leg and bark like a dog, a big dog. Girl, for Chris Brown VIP tickets, only for you to just have regular tickets. For me, it is never going to be that serious. It never has been and it never will be, okay? So someone in the comments posted, wasn't Kayla just on stage with him? So Kayla Nicole was pulled up on stage at a Breezy Bowl concert and they were both grinding on each other. And people felt excited because they said that, see, Chris Brown does like darker skinned girls or ebony complected girls. It's not just all about the light skins. All right. Now let's move on to the next slide. Still talking about Chris Brown. Y'all done made Chris Brown deactivate. Y'all done made Chris Brown deactivate his social media, y'all. Why y'all done did that? Okay. So Chris Brown said, I'm going to take a break from social media. Y'all done pissed me off long enough. Okay. Chris Brown, no, come back. Wait. Okay. So what happened? Basically, after that girl dropped that video, everybody went online and pretty much started calling Chris Brown a colorist. All right. And he just got annoyed. So people in the comments, or people commented, well, y'all done made Chris Brown deactivate his IG. Shaking my head. You blank irk my nerves. Now, why y'all made Chris Brown deactivate his IG? Y'all funky blank made Chris Brown deactivate his Instagram. Not y'all made CB deactivate his IG. There you have it. Deactivated. All right. Do you guys care? I don't. And I think Chris Brown is a uber talented artist, but I just feel like sometimes when you know how someone is and it doesn't satisfy your taste, how they are, leave them right where they at. No, is it just me? Okay. He said, miss me with the colorist rage baiting. Okay. That's what happened after this girl dropped that video on TikTok. So I basically would use the slides backwards. Anyway, so he was fed up. He deactivated his social media. Someone in the comments wrote, the bigger story here was Chris bringing Kayla out and showing her love after being dragged for 2 years because that Wahite man, and y'all didn't even look at it as a moment for her. Y'all ruined everything with your own insecurities. I'm telling you, the comedy is always going to be in the comments. Someone else, damn, he can't have a type. Whoop-de-doo. Let me ask y'all a question. If Chris Brown has a type, right? If you look at all of the children, the women that he has his children with, he obviously has a type. Does that make him colorist? I'm just asking. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just asking a question. If he indeed, everybody has a type. Not everybody. Most people have a type. If you ask people what's their type, they can tell you. Some people may say, no, I don't have a type. But him having a type means that he is colorist, or is it the countless women? There have been a significant number of women who are of a specific complexion that stated that managers and his security will not let them in the section. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't think that certain, I don't know. I'm not making no excuses for Breezy at all. I'm just asking a question. All right. So there was a girl who basically caught wind of this, a young lady who caught wind of this. We're still on the Chris Brown situation. She caught wind of this, and I agree with her message 110%. Like I said, I like Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown, well, I like him as an artist. I think he is uber talented. Now, his personal life, that's a whole nother video, a separate commentary for that situation. But I wholeheartedly agree with what this young lady had to say. Take a look and a listen.
Understand, because I'm a little confused. You guys bought tickets to go see Chris Brown. You guys paid money to go see that man. Right? You found out when you got there that he's colorist, which we have known for the longest. But he's colorist, and the women he brings up on stage have to pass a brown paper bag test, yada, yada, yada. Okay. You're coming on here and telling everybody for what? Because your demographic of people who might care didn't go to the concert in the first place because he's a heinous human being and a serial abuser. The people who care about women, especially Black women, didn't buy a ticket. The people who don't care went to the concert. So I'm confused who you guys are pleading to. Like, the people who care didn't go. You guys don't care he's a bad person. That's why you were in attendance. So why all of a sudden, like, I don't know. Like, did you guys not know that he was a disgusting human being when you bought tickets? Like, is that news to you, is my question. Because the people who don't care went. So if you're trying to get Chris Brown fans to not be Chris Brown fans because he's colorist, they already don't care that he's a gross human being. So who are you talking to? And then the people who do care that he's a disgusting human being and that he is colorist or even an abuser, like I said, didn't go. And we're looking at you crazy because why did you go? Because obviously the other stuff doesn't faze you. You know, like, do you understand my confusion? Help me understand, because
I have to agree with her. You know what Chris Brown gives. It's been very public what Chris Brown gives in certain instances. Okay, there have been stories where Chris Brown security or what have you, and Chris Brown don't let certain types of females who look a certain way, let me say it that way, into his section. This is well documented. So you coming on to social media to let us know that basically Chris Brown is doing what he has always done. What are we supposed to do with that information? I'm just asking a question. I agree with her 110% about the colorist comments, and even about the the abusive comments too. People who don't care for Chris Brown didn't buy tickets to go see Chris Brown. She's right. You obviously bought a ticket to go see him, and you wanted to spend money to be in the VIP section because you don't care about the allegations, the widespread allegations, or the widespread reputation that Chris Brown has. So, yeah, what are we supposed to do with that information? Huh, sis? But I agree with this young lady, though. Okay, so the comments, the comedy, let's look for the comedy in the comment section. Someone posted a picture of Nene sleeping when she was at the reunion. Someone else typed, anyways, me and my dark skin can't wait to see him in October. See? They don't care. People just want to go dance and have a good time. And that's okay too. If you spend your money and you want to go see Chris Brown in concert, in spite of, the allegations or what have you, I am not knocking you. Okay, I'm not knocking you. But if Chris Brown does what Chris Brown has been known to do, don't you bring your behind on the internet and tell us like we're supposed to be, appalled at that behavior. Someone else type, girl, STFU. We like Chris and we don't care. I'm never dating him in life. I simply love his talents. I respect that comment too. Anyways, there's something in this liquor. I can't, not the Chris Brown lyrics. Okay. And someone said Kayla wasn't mixed looking or anything, and he called her on stage? Question mark. He then just had a dark-skinned girl lead in his video. My preference is tall, me, but if I see a short, handsome man, I'm not opposed to that either. I'm confused. Stop shaming people into FWY. What is that? If you not, they type. Then you not, they type. I agree with that too. I don't know. I think people are allowed to have their type. But again, I get why people would feel blatantly discriminated against. It's people are entitled to do what the heck they want to do. In this day and age, I'm not spending money to go somewhere and be around someone who might just disrespect me. Yeah, you carried your behind down there, sister. I mean, I'm not saying that you deserve to be treated any type of way, but you gave somebody the opportunity to tell you to hop on one. I can't get past that. Hop on one leg for some VIP tickets, and you did it, didn't you? And you still didn't get the VIP tickets. Anyway, moving along to something way more interesting. Okay. Our auntie was outside. All right. So Wendy Williams was out and about at New York Fashion Week. Okay. She was at a fashion show and she had her fur on. She was looking fantabulous. I hope there's no music on this. Is there? Nope.
Wendy, can we get a smile?
Look at Wendy.
You look so good. Oh
Yes. My gosh. Look at Wen.
She's back.
TT Wendy look good, y'all. Okay. So someone typed, this made me smile so big. My girl looks good. Someone else said, I have the biggest smile on my face right now. When I first saw this, I felt the same way. I was smiling the entire time. Someone said, she is pretty. Go, Wendy. We got the same birthday, 7/18. Baby, one thing Wendy gonna do is wear them shorts. Okay. She looked good too. I'm glad to see her back outside more and living life happily. So it's evident that Wendy has her good days and Wendy has her, challenging days. Okay. She looks absolutely amazing. Whoever got her glammed up and dolled up did a good job. Now, Wendy Williams is getting ready to sit for a deposition because remember, she's suing Lifetime for that documentary. So Wendy getting ready to go into court. That's going to be a completely separate video, but I just wanted to end the video on a high note. Wendy looks absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for her. What do you guys think? Are you feeling Wendy's look? drop down in the comments and let me know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I got. Ain't got no more. I just wanted to come through really quickly and share a couple of hot topics, my thoughts and opinions. But I want you to get down in the comments. Like I said, it's imperative to engage with the content. Maybe another day I'll get into why, but trust me when I tell you, I appreciate the comments. I read the comments, comment, share the video as well. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the commentary. And also go and check out the other content on the channel. All right. If you made it to the end, I greatly appreciate you sticking around. All right. So I'm signing off, but I'll be back. And until next time, I will talk to you later.